Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has launched a knowledge-sharing platform tagged A Disruptive Shift, promising that his administration will continue to encourage public servants, regardless of their position and rank, to contribute their initiative and creative ideas to the development of the state's workforce. SHIFT stands for Simple, High Impact, Interactive, Focused and Transformational Ideas. Speaking at the event held at the Adeyemi Bero Auditorium, Alausa, Governor Sanwo-Olu noted that having this knowledge, what is key to the realization of all this is the provision of an enabling environment for creative and innovative ideas, and the state government is looking inwards this time. The governor demonstrated this shift idea by approving double promotion for Seun Ogumolu, a level 8 officer who designed an app for accessing the state public service rules and more. Seun Ogumolu and Temitope George were also rewarded by the state government with foreign trainings and cash prizes for their innovative ideas.
You don't know when that opportunity is going to knock on your door. You really don't know when that meeting will be so critical to you. So make sure that you are your best at all times. The first time, the second time, and all of the time. So thank you very much. Appearance is everything. Let's keep to it.
Commissioner for Establishment, Training and Pensions, Ajibola Bonle, said the initiative is anchored on specific objectives targeted at improving the public service and aligning it with the present growth realities.
We look forward to many more people who feel that they have the powers, the knowledge, the innovation, and they're doing things within their MDAs, who feel that they are worthy to be on this stage, to come forward to our ministry, to OTCI, and let us know what you have so that everybody can share and can learn, so that we can all learn together, unlearn, and relearn.
That was Commissioner for Establishment, Training and Pensions, Ajibola Bonle. Still in Lagos, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the state government will continue to play a leading role in the country as the former federal capital, just as he seeks more collaboration with the federal government and the National Assembly. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this when the Senate Committee on Works, led by its chairman, Muhammad Ailero, paid him a courtesy visit at Lagos House, Alausa, Ikeja. Sanwo-Olu, who commended the team accompanied by the Federal Controller of Works, Lagos, Adedamola Kuti, called for more collaboration to ensure seamless work and traffic management on ongoing road construction sites along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Apapa-Oshodi Expressway and other areas. Also called for attention towards construction of Ikorodu-Shagamu, Itoiki, Ijebu-Ode and Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway.
For us, we see infrastructure from three parts: the road that we're doing, the rail that is coming up, and the third one is also to use our waterways. We'll launch a ferry service. We're also hoping that the private sector will come, build jetties with us, and we can conveniently move our people. At the end of the day, distinguished senator, is to create an enabling environment where businesses can thrive.
The governor hinted that the state government has embraced the private-public partnership PPP model to provide infrastructure through the roads, rail and waterways. He pleaded that the right-of-way to construct 10 lanes from Agbara to Seme on Lagos-Badagry Expressway should be retained, since the federal government will undertake the construction.
But if we have done 10 and we're reducing it back to 4, it will not help us. More so, we also have our rail corridor there. You will see the blue line that we've started building, and we're committed to ensure that that infrastructure comes to life before the end of next year. And so what it means is that with the rail corridor and the 10-lane right-of-way, we actually can extend the train to Badagry.
Earlier, the chairman, Senate Committee on Works, Muhammad Ailero, said they were in the state as part of their oversight function to monitor ongoing federal road projects in the state, stating that Lagos State is strategic and important to the federal government.
The federal government is paying a lot of attention to Lagos because Lagos is the nerve center, the commercial nerve center and the economic nerve center of Nigeria. You cannot do business in Nigeria without coming to Lagos. And equally, it is the gateway to the entire West African sub-region. For this reason, even though we have moved the federal capital to Abuja, but the commercial and the economic center of Nigeria remains Lagos. And for that reason, Lagos deserves the attention.
That was Chairman Senate Committee on Works, Muhammad Ailero. Meanwhile, the Senate Committee on Works has applauded the progress and pace of work on road projects embarked upon in Lagos State. Chairman of the committee gave the commendation as he led other members of the committee on an inspection tour of road projects in the southwest as part of its oversight functions. He also expressed satisfaction on the mobilization of equipment, material and personnel and said if the pace is maintained, the projects will be completed and delivered at the stipulated time. He also particularly commended the contractor handling the Ikorodu-Shagamu project who, despite outstanding payments, remained on site.
Fortunately, the contractor has about 11 certificates since 2018, raised by the Federal Ministry of Works and sent to the headquarters. And out of this 11, only one is paid. He has an outstanding amount of over 4 billion. Yet, he continued the work because he didn't stop because of the importance of the road.
Ailero urged individuals and corporate organizations to support government in bridging infrastructure deficit in the country. And now to the rest of the stories. The House of Representatives has asked the federal government to declare a state of emergency on security in the country. This formed part of the resolution reached following a motion on the need to investigate the circumstances surrounding the recent killing of 30 travelers by Boko Haram insurgents. The incident occurred on Sunday while several vehicles were destroyed during the incident, which occurred in Auno town near Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. After the lawmakers deliberated on the motion, the House also resolved to mandate its Committee on Army to investigate the super camps set up by the Nigerian Army. Chief Whip Tahir Monguno moved the motion while it was seconded by Rep. Muhammad Jega, who represents Gwandu Federal Constituency in the House. Management and staff of Lagos Traffic Radio have been urged to come up with new ideas and tap into the knowledge-sharing initiative of the state government, a disruptive shift in order for it to achieve more results. This call was made today by the chairman, Lagos State Civil Service Commission, Olubunmi Fabanwo, when the station's general manager, Tayo Akonle, led a delegation on a congratulatory visit to her office. Fabanwo, who received the visiting team alongside her vice chairman, Adeshina Odeyemi, and other members of the commission, described Traffic Radio as a great and helpful tool which helps residents navigate well, adding that there is always room for improvement. She assured of the Commission's full support and collaboration in order to bring to full manifestation the Babajide Sanwo-Olu's themes agenda.
To say this history because we are all learning that from little things, from very humble beginnings, very humble beginning. But I saw a parastatal that wanted to achieve results. And so I partnered continuously with them. And GM, you have a fantastic personality, you're easy to work with. GM is a civil servant, but he wants to achieve results. And for me, that was excellent.
On his part, Akonle felicitated with the chairman and her team, saying her appointment is well deserved and her leadership qualities will reflect and impact the activities of the commission during her tenure. He also mentioned that Traffic Radio, in the first time in 7 years, has been nominated as one of the best 3 stations in Nigeria, adding that the feat was achieved through changing the mindset of the station staff in business process.
Force has been what we have leveraged on towards achieving the little that we have achieved over the years. For instance, for the first time in like 7 years of the station, we were nominated as one of the 3 best stations. The feat is so big to us because out of more than 100 radio stations in Nigeria, all those things that it taught us in terms of the orientation of our staff, changing the mindset to what should be right now, which all of us have been displaying.
The general manager said the station has since experienced an increase in its online presence as it moved from 4,000 in 2018 to 26,000 likes on Facebook, 12,000 to 34 followers on Twitter, and 2,000 to 7,500 subscribers on Instagram. The federal government has equipped 3 laboratories in Nigeria with reagents capable of detecting any possible case of coronavirus in the country. The disease, which broke out in the Wuhan province of China, has infected over 42,000 people and claimed 1,017 lives. Minister of Health Osage Ehanire made this known after the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja. The minister said the reagents and polymerase chain reaction machine used in molecular biology to rapidly make millions to billions of copies of a specific DNA sample were purchased about 8 days ago. He added that the laboratories where the machines have been deployed in Lagos, Abuja, and Ira in Edo State have tested 2 cases of coronavirus, which turned out to be negative. And now to foreign news. Today is World Radio Day. It is a day celebrated annually on February 13 to recognize radio as a method for teaching individuals, transporting data, and promoting the opportunity of expression across global cultures. Radio is a medium that has kept its prominence alive even in the age of newer discoveries. It is also the science of transmitting waves to send news, promote education, and transmit information, has molded with the onslaught of television and new media. This year's theme is Radio and Diversity, which brings the focus on diversity, linguistic tolerance, in order to celebrate humanity, intercultural competence, and democratic citizenship. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres speaks on the importance of radio.
Radio is a powerful tool. Even in today's world of digital communications, radio reaches more people than any other media platform. It conveys vital information and raises awareness on important issues. And it is a personal, interactive platform where people can air their views, concerns, and grievances. On this World Radio Day, let us recognize the power of radio to promote dialogue, tolerance, and peace.
Meanwhile, some radio personalities also shared their experience.
You can't take away the importance of radio. Radio is key to any system in the world in terms of spreading out information.
The radio is not encompassing. It's not one where you get one part and you don't get the other.
Very friendly, a medium of communication because of its wider reach. It's easier for people to listen to their radio when they are going in their cars.
I've been able to, one, recognize the impact radio has brought to the world, and it has also been a sort of self-awareness for me.
An outspoken Nigerian defender, Godfrey Obabona, has congratulated former teammate Joseph Yobo over his appointment as Super Eagles assistant coach. Yobo was included in Ghana Raw's technical crew, replacing Imama Amakbakabo. Reacting to Yobo's appointment, Obabona likened it to how Arsenal and Chelsea appointed Mikel Arteta and Frank Lampard, their former players, as managers. Both Obabona and Yobo were in the Super Eagles squad that won the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations. They were featured at the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. And that was the news at 10. Just before we go, always slow down when approaching speed breakers. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website www.trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms. On Twitter at Lagos Traffic 961, on Instagram at Lagos Traffic, and on Facebook at Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has launched a knowledge-sharing platform tagged A Disruptive Shift, promising that his administration will continue to encourage public servants, regardless of their position and rank, to contribute their innovative and creative ideas to the development of the state's workforce. The House of Representatives has asked the federal government to declare a state of emergency on security in the country. Also told you that Nigerians have joined the rest of the world to celebrate World Radio Day with the theme Radio and Diversity. And in sports, Nigerian defender Godfrey Obabona has congratulated former teammate Joseph Yobo over his appointment as Super Eagles assistant coach. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Okbayemi Shodunke. I am Dele Agadumo.